Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will go deeper into one of the most important steps in data analytics field, that is cleaning and normalizing format in Pandas, right? We will cover two most common problems in this video. First, that is different date formats in the same dataset. Second, messy currency or number formats with symbols and commas. I will also explain why we use regex and what exactly pd.to underscore datetime does in the background. So let's start with a small messy dataset, right? This is the dataset that we will work on in today's video, right? What we have? We have order ID, we have order date, we have amount, but there is something different in this dataset, right? As you can see, the order date column has three different format, that is slash dash text, or I would say slash separated dash separated and text based format. Also, there is a new thing that we will cover up today, that is the amount column having different symbols and also commas in the number and a dollar symbol as well with rupees symbol. So what we will do, we will just convert this amount to a proper integer format, right? What it will happen, it will write 45,000 12.50.50 this comma will be removed, right? So this type of mess is very common in real world dataset. So let's jump to the first step, that is let's normalize the dates. As you remember, in this SQL project, we used to use update, set, case when functions, queries to normalize the dates. But let me tell you, in Python, you will only use a single line or a two to convert these dates to a proper date format, that is default date format. Let me tell you. So before moving that, let's write the syntax so that we could learn easily what we are trying to do. Syntax for pd.to underscore datetime. Right, let me do this on a raw basis. Yeah. So what is the syntax? Syntax means whatever command we will write, that syntax we will keep. And what is the why we are using this? So that it will be easy for you to understand, like what should command we give to pandas so that they take it and read that language, read that coding language and give us the required output, right? First thing first, it will be data frame name, and as I do in each and every video, I create a new column for whatever column we will be cleaning for. So here we will be cleaning order date column. So right now I will give here a new column name, that is order date clean column. Why I do this? So that we can compare like what data we got on what data we get on the raw data wala column and what we did after cleaning, so that we can compare easily. That is the only way you can understand. Like once you compare everything now, then you will know ki, okay, this is the use of writing this command, and after writing this command what happens in the background, each and everything. So I will write new column name, right? Just to just it is a syntax, right? What we have to write, then you have to use this function, pandas function, to date time and open and close parenthesis, but inside this you have to write some details, or I would tell the column name and what kind of date format they have to handle in the column name. So what column name should we write here? We will write the column name where it should be cleaned. So it is like data frame name, okay, this thing. Then you have to write column name to be changed, that column name you have to write, and That's it. But let me tell you one thing, this is what we have to write, but let me tell you there will be lots and lots of date format in this scenarios. So in that way what we have to do, we have to use two more functions for that, that is day first and infer date time format. So what is day first? Day first, what it will do, it will handle formats like 10-05-2024, this one, right? ठीक है. By default what happens, Panda assumes month come first in numeric dates, that is month, day and year. But if you see this kind of date format, the day comes first, then month, then year, which is actually 10th of 5th month of this year. So this format will be new to Pandas, means Pandas will see and get confused, right? So to make sure that the Panda do not get confused by seeing this, we have to write one function, that is day first. So day first equal to true we have to write, and then oops, let me keep this in single line so that it will be easy for you to understand. Then we have to write infer date time format. What is the use of infer date time format? It will tell Pandas ki try to guess the date format instead of just relying on a strict parsing, right? Means without this function infer date time format, without this what will happen, it will sometimes fail to change the text based format to actual date format. Like we have this is a text based date format. What will happen, if you do not write this infer date time format, infer date time format, what will happen, in this, if you don't write this date will show a error, or this date will show issues like NAT, not a time. Okay, so we should not handle this type of things, we should be professional, because if this shows NAT na not a time, it then our, what we say, client will be unhappy to see like this data analyst don't have any idea related to date or something, and this is the very basics thing, let me tell you. So we have to write this, and last but not the least, we have to also deal with errors, and you have to write this codes. And what's the use of this? Sometimes, in raw data, as per my experience when I used to handle my freelance client, what happened, sometimes the date format would come like 10-05, that's it, means not properly filled up. I mean to say, year won't be there, sometimes date won't be there, sometimes month won't be there. I have seen such scenario where it is like 10//2024, like this kind of format. So we have to use this errors equal to course thing. And what it will do, if the date is invalid, instead of throwing an error, it will just replace it with NAT is not in time, and this make our code really professional. So these are the things what we have to write. So let's jump into the actual command and see, do we find a proper output or do we get a error, right? First thing, data frame name, df class 6, that's the data frame name, and you have to write the new column name, that is order date new. Okay, then you have to write this pd dot to date time, pd dot to date time you have to write. And inside this what you have to write, you have to write the column name that you will make some changes in that. So column name, what is there, data frame name and then column name, class 6. See, I am just seeing from this for syntax and writing the code here, right? That is the reason I used to write syntax in each and every coaching class. The reason is, once you learn this syntax now, it will be very easy for you to write a code. Okay, so column name to be changed is the order date. So let's write. What happened, bro? Hmm. Oops, I think some error with it. We give this here and paste. Yeah, now it's good because sometimes, yeah. So we have written this column name where column name to be cleaned or to be changed. Let me write to be cleaned. Column name to be cleaned. It would be better to understand, right? Then you have to write day first. Why day first? So that this kind of scenarios when this happen na, because this is a different kind of scenarios with what Python will see, because day is always on the first, but actual format, you know what, it is year, month and day. But for this kind of format Python will also take care ki we are telling Python like you will get this kind of format where day will be first. So day first equal to true. Then we have to write infer date time format. Infer date time format equal to true. What will happen, you know, in this kind of scenario, this text based scenario will also be changed to default date format. Okay, so for that we have to write this, and also those invalid date format, for that we have to write errors equal to quotes, right? And just close the bracket here. Let's delete this bracket, right? That's the thing. And now let's compare with the raw data का column name and new column name. raw data का column name क्या है? Date, order date, and then we will write order date new. ठीक है? Let's compare this and let's see, do we get the correct output? Okay, we got the correct output, but I don't know why this is happening here. You can safely remove strict version of it is now the default. The thing is, as we can see this error right now, that after running this, what we can see, the argument infer date time format is depreciated and will be removed in future version. We can do one thing, we can give a format mix kind of thing. Let's run this and see. Format equal to mixed. We will tell Python ki strictly do one thing, check all the mixed format and change for us. Let's run this. Yeah, see what we have received. So we have to use format equal to mixed in this as well. Format equal to mixed, because sometimes what happen, you know, as Python is an open source platform, it get updated on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis, but maybe it gets updated every time because it's an open source format, and this kind of scenarios or error versions you will see most probably. So for that there is also choices like this format equal to mix. These are the strict choices you as a coder or as a data analyst have to give, so that it gives us the proper format, right? I mean proper clean data, correct? So see how properly they have given. These are the same date for thing, means 10/5/2024, 10/5/2024, and 10/5/2024. See, these are the proper thing. So this kind of scenario you will face like we faced in today's video. So yes, no need to worry about, as you know, pandas and python, these are a open source format, and some or the other in this world may be updating each and everything out there, and that is the reason why I tell you have to means cover up and update yourself every time once you jump into coding background. So we have done this thing. Step 1, what is the step 1? That is normalizing date. Now we move to step 2, that is cleaning currency and numbers. So let's write this step 2, cleaning currency and numbers, right? That's the step 2 we will do, right? So in this, what we will do, let me tell you, we will be using regex expression. Okay, regex expression we have used in second video, I think. In this playlist, if you see the second video where we have used regex expression to clean the email format, so same thing we will do here as well. To clean what? To clean the amount format. Class 6, to clean the amount format, so we will clean this this everything, this comma, everything will be clean. Syntax for regex. ठीक है, we will use this. So what will be the syntax for this? Simple. Data frame name, as usual we have to make a new column for this. Like, it is not necessary to make a new column, but why I make a new column, so that it will be easy for us to compare, right? So amount new or amount cleaned equal to then data frame name, right? Data frame name, the what is it, the column where we have to do some changes. Okay, I am writing the code here, sorry. Amount clean, or it will be right, new, sorry for that, new column name, and data frame name we'll write column name to be cleaned, column name to be cleaned, or a column name, right, column name, it will be, let's do this, right, column name which we will be cleaning this, then dot replace. We have to use the replace function. As you can see in the previous videos as well, we have used the replace function, and then we have to start using regex, this r, right, regex thing. That's the main thing, let me tell you. And as I've told you in the previous video, these things are very much required. And what we call this is caret format, then slash d and dot. I will tell you each and everything what is it all about, so no need to worry. Regex equal to true, right? This is the format we will be using. So let us break this down step by step. The r in this format, let me tell you, the let me see, it's everything okay, yeah. The r in this format, you can see the font, or you can see the font r. What does it means? It means it's a raw string in Python, right? The meaning of this r, correct? Now normally Python treats backslash like escape character, backslash like backslash n, backslash t, like this kind of thing. And by adding r, what will happen, the Python will treat this black backslash characters, which is like backslash d, literally as regex syntax instead of escaping it. Okay, and now we see there is a square bracket. So inside square bracket we define what character to match. Okay, inside square bracket we will define what character to match. What is this backslash d? Which means digit 0 to 9, right? It's the mean of digit 0 to 9. Okay, what is the meaning of dot? Dot means decimal point, correct? And what is the meaning of this caret? Caret means inside the bracket, when we see caret, which means not this characters. Okay, so this thing means open and close square bracket, caret, backslash d and dot means find anything that is not a digit, not a decimal point. So what will happen, we will replace this with an empty string. Replace this with an empty string, and what it will do, it will remove those symbols, this symbols, it will remove those symbols and commas, but keeps the number and decimal intact. That's the thing. Let me repeat once again. Slash D means what? Any digit from 0 to 9. Slash means dot. Dot means what? The decimal point. And this caret. Caret means not this character. Means not this character. Replace. Do not replace this character. Matlab, do not replace this character. Do not replace anything which is having number. Do not replace anything which is dot. So right now what we have this number, we have this number, and we have this number. So do not replace this with an empty string. This is what we are trying to say. Caret means not this character, not this characters. And what not this character means? D means numbers, and dot means this. Do not replace this things, and let's run this command and see what output do we get. So data frame name is df class 6, new column name, that is amount new. I'm giving this new column name, then data frame name df class 6. You have to write the column name, write column name to be cleaned. Okay, the column name to be cleaned is amount. ठीक है. Then we have to replace with this regex thing, or inside this two string, and inside this two open and square bracket, do not select anything back where number is there and where dot is there. Do not replace this, replace, and this is means not. Do not replace anything which is having this numbers and this dot, because we do not have anything related to not replace kind of thing. That's why. So this is the thing we will take care of. And replace, what is the work replace do? See, in replace we have to write to replace what we have to replace, and we have to write the value. So we have to, as it is given, we have to write the value. So value will be given as empty string, and then regex equal to true. We have to write regex equal to true. Correct. Now let's compare it with our previous data frame ka column name, that is amount, and then new data frame ka column name, I mean that data frame ka new column name, amount new. Okay, and then just run it and see what output do we get. Just a minute. What output do we get? See what I have told you. Replace not this character, not numbers, not numbers, okay, and not dot, and not dot, to empty string. So what it will actually replace? It will actually replace this symbols, because we have not given this symbols ka thing here, and also this commas, because what we have told not to replace, what we have told not to replace, we have told not to replace this numbers. So okay, numbers are not replaced, and not to replace this dots. So dots are also not replaced. Apart from that, everything is replaced to an empty string. Apart from that means rupees, this symbol has been replaced, and also this comma. ठीक है, these things are replaced to a number format. ठीक है, as you can see, we have replaced it to empty string, but keep the numbers and decimal intact. So that is the use of this regex. Where is it? This is the use of this regex, and we have used for cleaning currency and numbers. Now we will move to step 3, where we will convert everything to numeric. Everything means this all things to numeric, right? Step 3, convert to numeric. Convert to numeric. So what is the syntax for this? The syntax for this is to underscore numeric, and it is a pandas ka syntax. I mean pandas ka function, sorry. Syntax for this Let us write this in a raw format. And what we will use to numeric. So let me write the syntax for this data frame name. You have to write the new column name, and then you have to write the data frame name again, the column name, or I would say write column name to be cleaned. Simple as that. But as we have seen in this thing, pd.date format kind of thing will be on the starting, and after that column name will be there. So same thing we will do here. Pd dot to numeric, right? Numeric. ठीक है, pd dot to numeric will be there. And also, as usual, you do not forget to write this thing, that error equal to quotes. ठीक है, errors equal to quotes. Sweet and simple. And what it will do, our amount column will look like plain text numbers, but they are still string. Let me tell you this thing. And if you ask me how is it possible we have changed to numbers, how is it possible to, then let's see this. Amount new is object, it is not in integer format, right? You can see this. We have converted to a new column, amount new column. And now see, amount new column, when I write this na d types, it is object, and object means was what it is into string format. So we have to make those into a integer format. So what we have used pd dot to underscore numeric to convert them into actual numeric value. And let me tell you one thing, this is very important because panda cannot calculate totals or average on a string data, because string data is what text base, and pandas how they will add up text base, right? Again, I use error equal to course, as we have seen, to safely turn any problematic value into NaN, right? Let's see what do we get. Do we get error or something, or do we get the proper output? Let's write the proper command by seeing the syntax, right? So data frame name and the new column name. What's the new column name? We will write amount new, or amount what we have given new here na, amount cleaned. Let us write cleaned, amount cleaned, it would be better, right? Equal to pd dot numeric, pd dot to numeric. And inside this parenthesis you have to write what column you have to change to numeric. We have to change to numeric to data frame का this column name. ठीक है ना? UNAMO, sorry यार, amount, yeah. Now let's write this thing. This is the main thing. Errors equal to codes. Like if we write this thing now, what will happen? As I've told you, it will safely and forcefully turn any problematic value to NaN. And last but not the least, comparison should be there for better understanding. So we will write the column name that was present with us on a, what we say, raw data set, the column name for the raw data set, and also the column name that we have given right now. So it will be amount, that is the column name for the raw data set, and the amount clean, the column name that we have created. And let's run this and see, do we really get any issue or any error? Let's see this. Yeah, so we have what we have received. We have received NaN in each and every format. Let me tell you why we have used amount. That's why. Actually, we have to use right column name to be cleaned, amount new. That's why I'm saying amount new. ठीक है? And amount new we have given to be changed. Here, let's write this column name as well. Amount new and amount clean. Let's run this. Huh. See what we have got. Amount name we have got, amount new and amount clean. Earlier why we have got NaN because we have used amount का column. Amount का column we have used, but we have to use the amount clean वाला column because here we have cleaned the data na. That's why we have to use amount cleaned वाला column or amount new वाला column where we have replaced all those things and then we have used. And let's see the data types. Let's run this and see the data type. Okay, what we have found, amount clean float. This is the amount clean and this is float. This is the amount new which we have done cleaning on the second step, and still I have kept it. I have not dropped it to show you the comparison. So it is like object as usual, and amount is also object. So at the final data frame we will be using amount clean because this is on a numeric format. And let me tell you, this is very important. So here comes our last step, and let's write the what we say step. What's the step here? Step 4, final cleaned data frame, right? This will be our last step because we have to see right what we have actually done. So final data frame name, what we will write, df class 6, and we have to write the column name which will be used for working out to find the insights from the data frame. Or you can tell one thing, we can just give a new data frame name, class 6 cleaned equal to this. So this is the new data frame name, and this is we will use what columns we will use here. We will use here order id. Let's take this. I'm not writing this, I am just copy pasting it. Then order date, but we will use order date new because we want the clean one. Order date new. Okay, sweet and simple. Then we have to use amount clean. Sorry, we have to use amount clean because we want each and everything in a number format. See, order date should be in number format, or sorry, order id should be in number format, order date should be in date time format. You can see order date here was in text format, but we have cleaned and converted the format to date time and the amount also. And let's write the new data frame here, class 6 clean, and let's see what do we get. Yeah, see our data we have received properly each and everything. And let's write this as well. Let me print the data types as well. Df class 6 clean dot d types. Okay, let's run this. See, oops, okay, let's write this properly. See what we have got. We have got order date in integer format proper. We have got order date new in date format. That's good to go. And amount call amount clean, that is in float format. Why float? Float means decimal number will be introduced. So now we have a clean and a standardized data here, where we can see the order date column is in consistent format also, like year, month, date, year, month, date, and all. The amount column is also numeric. You can see float, numeric, so we can do calculation very easily. And yeah, that's the thing. So that's how you clean and normalize format in pandas. You use pd dot to underscore date time open and close parenthesis to standardize all the date format. Use regex like r caret slash d backslash d and decimal to remove unwanted symbols from numbers. And finally use pd dot to underscore numeric to convert the clean text into usable number. Clean text means this. This is the text format. What happened? Yeah, this is the text format, and we have used two clean. Ah, sorry, pd dot to underscore numeric to change to float. And remember, cleaning data. Let me show. Yeah, as per my experience, I am saying cleaning data is 80% of the job in data analysis. Once your data is clean, analysis and visualization become very, very easier. Let me tell you that. And also, one more thing, if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe with the bell icon, and share with your friends who want to switch their career to data analytics, or those who are studying data analytics and want to do some projects and make up their CV on a ATS format way. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and happy coding.